are the standout players on these teams. But we are jumping into our first round here, folks. It's RQ Kazu going up against Kagendra, and everybody is rushing to the high ground because they want to have access to the high ground vision.
Yeah, this time around is a lot different for RRQ. I feel like they have a more, I would say, not super aggressive approach, but a more quieter approach. Yes, 18 Deer is still the first man to go super aggressively forward. He's so far away, activated alone here out in the open. And Kagendra, they use bodies, just flooding onto the members of RRQ. They found the first guy here. Whether or not RRQ can actually recover from this, from the back foot, is also another question I have. A little bit more slower on this uptake this time around, where Abe will be filling in the empty space his teammate has left.
The cover!
Giving a lot of space and cover as well. But quick trades all around. CT7 finds his mark, but Mao is going to be the one to trade as Kagendra takes advantage of bodies they have.
Yeah, so not a great pistol around there, unfortunately, for RRQ. I think they tried to make a really cute play with their composition with 18 Deer very far forward, but I don't think they realized how quickly he was going to get sniped out by Kage. So I kind of feel like with the comp that we're seeing on the side of RRQ, you really can't afford to lose 18 Deer so soon. Even though you have Dutz and Ma'al sort of playing as a pair in that back line, they really have to coordinate this lineup properly, because I feel like there's just too much firepower and also too many utility abilities on Kage that can really shut down what RRQ Kazu want to run.
Aggressively forward here, both teams just rushing. It's a brawl right now in the middle of the site as well. And CT7 to open things up. 18 Deer, excuse me, will be the one to be punished for going a bit too aggressively. Dude's in the corner, tries to isolate Ffws, jumps down, saws one, shoots him in the face, but it's not enough to kill. As 18 Deer already finally eliminated from this server, and one more member of RRQ is knocked down. Ma'al all alone here in a 1v3. He wants some isolated fights, but Kagendra isn't giving it to him. And this time around, Kagendra look a lot more dominant. And right now, I think that it's just so good to see this big change in pace for this team as well, for Kagendra. Understanding how things go. Understanding that it's okay to go aggressive and fighting fire with fire as well. It's just really good to see this change in pace for Kagendra. I was a bit worried how one-dimensional they would be, but it feels like whatever mistakes they've done in that first round is already done and dusted. As RRQ this time around, gonna play a bit more differently.
Yeah, I do think the character selection was really important here for Kagendra's comeback. We're not done yet though, folks. It's just round 2 here for this game matchup. And already both teams rushing to the cyber airdrop. And already we're seeing a very big jump in there for RRQ, sending Abe and 18 Deer. 18 Deer really playing around the crate there. Rapper's on the ground. Abe though gets clipped in the back lines, but Irap is also down. 18 Deer does eventually fall. And it's a 2v2 Tash. Ma'al incredibly low and too easy for dead, playing with Kage. CT7, they do pick up Irap, and oh no, I think RRQ, they might be overwhelmed here. It's just Ma'al.
First blood.
Oh no. First blood happened already. Ma'al barely alive right now. Just waiting for a timing. Easy for dead. Rushes through Ma'al, but Easy for dead. Just playing off the info his teammates are giving, waiting for the right possible moment. The element of surprise was the name of the game.
Yeah, I think Ma'al was hoping to have a little bit more time there, but sometimes, you know, you've got to make those quick plays happen. And easy for dead. Locking it in for the team. And already, Kagendra, 3 games over RRQ in our second round. Things are looking up for this team, and they're rolling in money, Tash.
They really are. They're looking really good right now. RRQ barely have anything to work with other than those 2 snipers. Puts in the damage for 2 of the members of Kagendra, but if it doesn't knock them down, it's not enough. As the other members of RRQ wants to rush forward right now. Nice holds and positions. It's been a while since I've seen RRQ playing a more passive approach here. Ma'al all alone. Wants to take this fight against Easy for Rap. And he's boxed in. He moves away, got knocked down by his skill somehow. And Easy for Dead just weaving in and out of that Chrono's ability. First blood taken. Kagendra with a man advantage compared to Abai, who is about to just get bleeding to death, gone out of the game for now. And RRQ left scratching their heads.
Yep, and it's going to be up to Dudes and Ma'al to make this comeback happen. But Dudes, he got clipped and so did Ma'al. They had no chance to make that play happen. And it looks like, unfortunately, Tash, this composition for RRQ, it's collapsing. They're really struggling to be able to pull off what they want to pull off because Kagendra, I feel like they just drafted the perfect lineup for this second matchup. They have so much control, so much freedom of movement. Like, yeah, okay, they're going up against a Cassie, who also gives RRQ a lot of movement, but there's just too much control. I feel like the A124 and the Skylar is really making things difficult here for RRQ to pull off what they want to do.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy for them as well in terms of positioning. You hold anywhere, you're immediately known, and I think it's good that Kagendra realized this as well. They're able to really take advantage of whatever off angles that RRQ was, using against them in the previous map. And now Kagendra looking for a different way forward. Look at this positioning. They have a nice, RRQ, a 1-2-1 formation. But I think Kagendra has identified this. So they're sort of moving around the area. Easy for dead. Quick to find Ma'al. So quickly from across the map as well. Spots out Abai. Cannot survive the initial skirmish. And Irab just keeping his head low. Throwing out this nades, cooking it up to perfection. 18 gear in a corner. Just eating all of the damage, rushing forward. Now it's down to Dudes. Alone in a rock and a hard place. You know what? Call it a cradle. Whatever you want to say. His head pops up. But Kagendra just saying it's about time for us to shoot him there. Waiting for the right opportune moment.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, Tash, to think that the RRQ that we saw in game number 1, like this almost looks like a different team with the way that they're currently playing. Like they are very much struggling in this second game. And I really wonder if it was just this lineup that they picked. Like, was it maybe a little bit too cheeky? Was it just too hard to execute up against Kagendra, who have just so many ways to retaliate up against a team that really wants to run at you and can actually run at you themselves. And there have been so many strange pickoffs happening at the same time as well. Like RRQ, I feel like too many of their players are getting picked off before the battle even begins.
Yeah. I also completely agree with you that a lot of those first picks, those openings, especially from Easy for Dead or even CT7, it's just so much control that they have in terms of identifying where RRQ would position themselves. And RRQ doesn't really have a lot of, I would say, in terms of speed, in terms of positioning, they aren't very good or at least quick enough to be able to find that space to position themselves to play off each other. This time around, we have a buddy system. Abai and 18 gear will be moving around the area. As he might be a tag team there. Okay, Iraq all alone here in the corner. Abai identifying this, but he's tracking. Oh my god, finally gets it in yet. 18 gear. This is the opening that you wanted. And it took a while. You're back online. Goes aggressive on the other side. CT7 also completely chunked down. That glue wall saves his life. But 18 gear, he's going in for the chase. Rushes up forward, plays at the high ground. The chrono pops his shield, but CT7 cannot hold. But finally, Easy for Out knocks down 2 members of RRQ. CT7 dead as well. And now, RRQ looking a lot more stronger.
Much better. And that came off the back of them being able to get the first elimination themselves. As soon as they got the elimination, that was when they hit the side, they hit the pedal, they said, guys, it's time to go full speed ahead. And you could really see from Kagendra, like the moment that they lost their first player, things started to collapse. And I kind of want to point out here, they did a really weird formation in that matchup where they tried to go for a 2-2 split. They sent 2 players forward to try and wrap around RRQ. But RRQ also did the same thing. So it ended up being a 2 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2 situation. And in those matchups, it is way more painful to lose a player rather than a 4v4 because you don't have as much backup as you would in a full team 4v4 matchup. So we're going to see a normal 4v4 here. Who gets the first knock? That's the question we have here.
Nades are good, but it's not enough to kill. RQ trying to build themselves a fortress. The smokes should give him a bit of space, but they're rallying forward. Dudes, oh no, he's found in an off angle there. Quick to identify that, drops on the glue wall to save his side. That's easy for Raf, rushes forward. It's a jumping corner here as no shots are hitting, as it finally does. Abai will be the one to take that away alongside his teammate 18 Deer. As easy for that, he rallies back. 18 Deer traded out, Abai found. A 2 for 2.
Yup, that was a really great wrap
First
though coming in
blood.
from CT7. But whilst he's done that, the rest of his team has been hit on the ground. So CT7, can he turn this around? It's a 1 versus 3 situation. It would be a miracle if he can pull this
Double
off. But
kill.
you know, sometimes miracles can happen. It's just that miracle is not going to happen in this game. So even though we are at match point here for Kagendra, RRQ, they're going to try and drag things out for as long as they can.
And I love that they're rallying back. I love this mindset, you know. Usually some rounds you have some teams that going, okay, I don't think I can win this. Let's just go next. But with whatever they have, I think they figured out the, I would say, the composition, the style of play, and the executes that are coming online for Kagendra. It's only a 3-round deficit now compared to before, which felt like a mountain. And this time around, RRQ finds a different way forward. All 4 players in one angle together. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Oh, it kind of depends who is going to see who first. So CT7 and Irap are together. Irap did get shot at, so... Oh, he was already down. Ma'al finding Irap. So already, if they don't get the pick up there, Kagendra's going to be down a player.
Oh, 18-year, a more aggressive approach. He jumps up high and he still gets one. Abai cannot be traded. Easy for that alone. He's a 1v2 right now. Raph hiding in the corner. He has to isolate these fights, and he does it to perfection. Easy for that. Trying his best to take him down, and he does. Finally, Irap giving a lot of support from the backside. Man advantage for Kagendra right now. Dudes and Ma'al barely breathing. Managed to get that reset. So important. As CT7 identifies where he is. And he just quickly eliminates Dudes as well. Ma'al alone in a corner. Tries to make the glue walls. Cannot do